So it begins. Yeah, I'm in my head. And I gotta kind of watch what I say because I really don't want to hurt my family. Because I truly love my family. Okay? I want to make that clear. Initially. I don't want to hurt my family, okay? I don't want to hurt my mom. I don't want to hurt my family, period. I don't want to hurt anybody, okay? But now, I just got a text message from my stepdad. Asking if I can come to Texas Grill, Brazil, or something like that. You know, they know that I don't eat the flesh and blood of the Father's innocent creation. They know this. But he said, can you come to Texas Grill, Brazil? I forget the exact name of it, okay? But I knew it was a steakhouse just by the name, okay? He asked if I could come for my mom's retirement. And I said, okay. You know, and I looked it up. I knew it was a steakhouse, but I wanted to make sure. So sure enough, I look it up, and yes, it's a steakhouse. And I text back, and I said, well, I'll show you the text, because I don't know what it says exactly, because I'm not in there. But I just replied like I know they don't have anything, you know, that I can eat. But if I have a ride, then yes, I can come fellowship with the family for mom's retirement. You know, because I am still going to show love to my family. You know, if I was in ignorance, now I don't want them to take this the wrong way. But if I was in ignorance, and, you know, I was feeling myself, and I was all about myself because I didn't understand his true commandment, which is to love thy neighbor as you do yourself. You know, so people that don't keep that commandment, they don't understand it. And that's where my mom is at. My mom is not there to where she understands this commandment, but it's innocently, okay? She's not doing it deliberately, okay? See, she thinks the way that she does because the parasites have taken over parts of her mind when it comes to certain things, okay? So she's allowing these parasites to dictate to her about how she feels about certain things, and she acts accordingly, okay? Now, I understand this because the Father has taught me about his true commandment of love your neighbor as you do yourself, okay? Now, bruh, if I was in ignorance and I was still eating flesh and blood and something wonderful was happening in my life and I wanted to celebrate it with my family, I really wanted my family there because I love my family so much, I will want them to come. And it will be centered around me. Me. Because I will be in that mindset at that time if I was in that kind of ignorance, okay? Without his commandment of love thy neighbor as you do yourself, okay? So, in order for the Father to show forth his true love to these people that are lost in their ignorance, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, you know that, because my mom is a sheep. She is not one of these freaking ravenous wolves that are leading people astray. She's one of the ones that's been led astray. Okay? So I have to show forth the love of the Father because I love my mother. So I am going to go and love on my mother. I am going to love the fact that she is retiring from this satanic beast system of employment. Okay? She finally gets to rest. I am going to go and celebrate that with my mother and show her that I love her. And through me will be showing her the love of the Father, the true Father. I'm not going to go there and bash them. I'm not going to go there and do any of that. I'm just going to suffer in silence as I smell the dead flesh and blood of my brothers and sisters. And watch how everybody is just devouring their flesh and blood. I don't think I can say one thing about it because they already know how I feel about it. And yeah, they invited me to a literal steakhouse, bruh. I'm going on my 2 years of no flesh and blood. It'll be 2 years, September 11th, okay? Of this year, okay? We just reached September, so on the 11th, it'll make 2 years for me, flesh and blood free. Today is the 1st in which I got a text from my stepdad asking if I could come to Texas Grill, Brazil, to celebrate my mom's retirement. Bruh. And you know what's crazy? Is that I hadn't got to see my mom in a long freaking time. I'm trying to remember back when the last time that I seen my mother. Like, damn, it's been a long freaking time, bruh. I'm trying to remember when's the last time I seen her. Like, that's how long it's been, but yeah, we live in the same city, bro. Like, it would be a pain in the ass for me to have to take 3 buses or so all the way, you know, close by her house and then have to walk like several freaking blocks to her house from the bus stop. Because she's like in the midst of the suburbs. Like, bruh. See, my family choose to move around the Europeans and emulate the Europeans, okay? This is what has happened with my family. They wanted to blend in with this society, with this beast system. They truly believe if they work hard enough, they can achieve the American dream. And they believe that they are living the American dream because they are married, they have a home, you know, and they got several cars and, you know, like, oh, they got a house, you know, they got cars, they got vehicles, you know, they're married, okay? Like, to them, they're living life, okay? And I am the complete opposite of that, okay? The 100% complete opposite of that. And they look at me like, you say that you walk with God, because they call him God, right? They don't understand that God is a title bestowed upon an angel. They don't understand that there is a higher truth, okay? Yes, there is the rightful God of this earth is the Messiah, okay? The Messiah is the rightful God of this earth as his body was transformed. He got his glorified body, okay? And so he became an angel at that time, okay? He became an angel, therefore he became the God of this earth. Alright? It's deeper than people realize. People just want to stay on surface level. They don't care to go deeper. They don't care to have real understanding of their maker. No, they want to put their stigmas and their labels on their maker. They don't care is and who his true servants are. No, they're too busy listening to these wolves in sheep clothing to set themselves up over the people. And people can't see this. My mother can't see this. So the only way to get through, to break the chains of deception off of my mother, is through love. Not through hatred, not through anything that this world is already doing. That's not gonna work, bruh. The only thing that's gonna work is to love my mother and like really truly love her. So therefore I have to suffer in peace as I go to this steakhouse smelling the dead carcasses of my family members. Because that's a part of the household of the Most High. We're all family. The flesh and blood upon this earth, we're all connected, bruh. And we were never given their bodies to feast upon, okay? People are living in ignorance. The animals have to suffer in order for you to feast on their dead bodies. Do you not understand this? Or do you just not care? Because many of you are heartless. You're stoned. And the Father can't get his word to you. Because you have cut yourself off. You got a seared conscience. Many of my people, 2/3 of my people is going to be cut off. But I stay in the gap for my mother. As my mother, she prayed for me when I was young, doing stupid stuff. My mom was always constantly on her face before the Most High. My mom truly believes in the Father, okay? She just doesn't know the true Father. She only knows the God that she's been taught. And she's holding on to that, you know, with a strong grip. But that power that she believes in, that power don't show forth the love that the Creator called us to show forth the love, okay? The people that worship that God, the God of this world, they're not showing forth the true love of the Creator, where he said to love thy neighbor as you do yourself. No one is doing that. You church folks know you're not doing that. You know damn well you don't love your neighbor the way that you do yourself. But I ain't a churchgoer. And I love my neighbor the way that I do myself. I wouldn't do anything to anybody that I would not want done to myself. Today is Thursday, so there's several days for them to change the restaurant, you know, if they really took me into consideration. But I highly doubt that they would do that, because deep down my family despises me, okay? They despise me unknowingly. Unknowingly. They don't know it, okay? I seriously think I feel like it's self-conscious. They don't even realize the fact that they despise me, okay? And the reason they despise me is because they despise their Maker. And they despise the true Messiah. Because the true Messiah did not give us no flesh and blood to eat. And as a matter of fact, he came here to take the animals off your plate. Yes. So you were taught to eat the dead flesh and blood by devils, okay? You were taught this by devils. And you're complacent in it. Therefore, you reject the truth. Okay? Because you're complacent in the lie. And because you're complacent in the lie, you have grown to despise your Maker and the Messiah who came to take the animals off your plate and to put an end to the Levitical priesthood of sacrificing the dead flesh and blood of his Father's innocent creation, okay? You want to be stiff-necked. You want to hold on to ancient traditions that were taught to you for generations. But I am different. I am here to be a light. And I pray that the Father is with me on Monday. And that He helps me to show forth His love and His mercy and His righteousness, so that it may reach my mother and those around me. You know what? You know what? Oh my gosh, you know what? The Father might work a miracle. He might have someone ask me outside of my family, because I'm pretty damn sure my family ain't gonna say nothing to me about it. But watch the waitress or somebody random ask me why I don't want to eat the dead flesh and blood of the Father's innocent creation. And watch His word flow through me like rivers of living water. Now, bro, if that happened, I would do it, you know? Hey, that's the Father shining that light, okay? That's the Father shining that light, and I will not be silent, okay? I will not be silent whatsoever. If I am asked, I will respond accordingly. I will answer any question asked of me by way of the Spirit. I don't even need a Bible, okay? Now, I can use my phone. I have my phone with me, so I can look it up like real quick. But pretty much His word is within me. I mean, if I have to show it, you know, I can pull it up on my phone. But His word is within me. So, Genesis 1:29 through 30. I have given you every herb-bearing seed that grows upon the earth. For you it shall be meat. He told us that verbatim. For you it shall be meat. He didn't say you can have this as meat. It says it shall be meat. Not you can. It shall be. Okay? You taking it like how you want to take it. Like, bruh, it's a strong delusion. You know, it's a dead body. Okay? It's a dead body. And the Creator didn't give us His innocent creation to feast upon. He didn't. This came by way of Lucifer. But people are doing it in ignorance and innocently because this is what they were taught, and they're trusting in the things that they were taught to believe in. And they reject His word by way of the Spirit. That's dangerous, bruh. Like, hopefully you are able to see yourself as I speak these words to you. Because I can see myself every single time I bring forth this word. That's why I can only speak about what I've overcome. Okay? That's why I have the authority to speak the way that I do, because I've overcome these things and I'm here to help you. I know what I'm talking about. Bruh. And somebody bring up Paul, I'm like, why do you automatically jump to the words of a man over the Messiah? Do you automatically believe that he is the Messiah's spokesperson just because you were taught that and just because you can read that in the pages of a book? Like the Messiah said that it was finished. So why do you usurp the words of the Messiah for some man that was an enemy to the Messiah? You don't know that, but I'm letting you know right now that Paul was an enemy to the Messiah. And yeah, you know that because you're like, oh, well, yeah, but he changed because he met the Messiah on the road to Damascus. Well, where is his second and third witness? And how come every single time he told that story, he changed it? How, bro, if that was in any kind of court of law, it would be thrown out, okay? So why in the hell would you want to believe something that would be thrown out of court to this day for inconsistencies, okay? Like, come on, bruh. Use common sense. The Father gave you a brain for a reason. Please utilize it. Utilize the brain that the Father has given to you. Okay? Now, I am not trying to be condescending. I'm not trying to talk down to you. But, man, sometimes, people need to hear it this way. People need to hear it this way, bro. And he created me this way for a reason, okay? I am here, bruh, I am the remnant of the worst of the heathen that was upon this earth, destroying, okay? Honor the Father's creation and His holy people, okay? So, of course, I'm going to be a little sharp, all right? But I was, oh my gosh, bro, I was reading last night in the Book of Mormon, 2nd Nephi, I believe it was. Yeah, it was like 2nd Nephi, bro. And like, oh man, I can relate so much because you say Nephi speaks to you sharply and all of this, right? And he was like, he does that because he is overcome by the power of the Most High, and it's the Most High speaking to you, and you don't like it. Like, bro, I have to read it to you because I don't have it down verbatim, bro, but it was confirmation of what's within me and why I speak the way that I do. So many people have a problem with the way that I speak. You're like, you know, oh, you so arrogant with it, though. No, this ain't arrogance. This is authority that has been given to me by the Father, okay? I am the remnant upon this earth today, these days, okay? Bruh, oh my gosh. How do I break this down? I don't even know how to break it down any more simpler for you. I don't know how to put it any simpler for you, okay? Your time is up, Gentiles. You want to know why and how your time is up? Because you no longer have the authority to force your lies upon people. And as a matter of fact, you don't have any authority to stop this truth. You have no authority to stop this truth going forth, which is destroying your many lies that you've told over the past several centuries. Yeah, you ain't got no more power, Gentiles. All of you nations of Psalms 83 that gathered together and made a covenant amongst one another, confederacy amongst one another. You were confederate against us. Oh yeah, all of you nations that done did this, and you're hiding all of our records under the Vatican for a reason, so that you can spread lies all over the earth for hundreds of years. But now the truth is here. This is how you know what time we're living in. Because the truth is shattering the lies of Satan. You know what we're doing? We're laying out the red carpet for the return of the Messiah. Okay? Our big brother is returning to this earth. And he is going to say the same thing that he said in the beginning, as he is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And he is never going to change, okay? And many of you are about to be destroyed. We're laying down the red carpet for him right now, as we destroy the lies of Satan upon this earth. What can you do about it? Not a damn thing. Because the Messiah said, go forth and speak my words. None shall stay you. And guess what else? You ain't going to get to take us out this time around. in power, baby. We walk in a real power of the Most High. You're a pretense. All you Pharisees, you're a pretender. But we ain't no pretense over here. Man, that's one thing, Dimitri. Bro, Dimitri actually helped me out a lot. Elder Dimitri, I respect that brother so much, you know. See, he had told me last year that, you know, he be busy a lot and that he don't really have a whole lot of time of leisure. But I didn't think that it would actually take him a whole year, you know, to get back to me, so I kind of felt like excommunicated by him, you know. But we still on one accord. Every single time I listen to his video, every single time I tune into his videos, it is coordinating with what the Father has had me bringing out, bro. Like, that cannot be coincidence. That can't be coincidence in the least freaking bit. Okay? Like, people are overlooking things that are so blatantly obvious. Like, come on, bruh. You know damn well you're in a freaking strong delusion when you're feasting upon dead bodies. Okay? This was a deeply ingrained deception. Okay? Our bodies was not meant to eat flesh and blood. Okay? Yeah. It's disgusting. And I have to literally look at this shit, but my Father has to see it. He can't hide his eyes from it. And I am not greater than my Father. I am not greater than the Messiah. And they have to hear the moans and groans of the Father's innocent creation. The least I can do is go into one of these establishments and support my mother in retiring from this satanic beast economic system. Ugh, man. May his righteousness shine forth through me, bro. And I've lost a lot of weight since my mother last seen me too. Oh, I remember the last time they seen me. That's when my stepdad had to come get me from the hospital because of my blood pressure. Yeah, that's when they had to come get me. Well, my stepdad came to get me from the hospital because of my blood pressure. And that's the last time I seen my mother. Let me go get a water. Anyway, I ain't gonna stay on here though. I just wanted to talk about that. I just wanted to talk about the fact that, you know, this is what I hadn't seen my mother since then. It's been a long time, you know, since that happened. Hell, how long have I been on these blood pressure freaking pills? It's been that long since I last seen my mother, okay? That was last year sometime, bruh. And yeah, they asked me to come to a steakhouse. Now I seen my brother recently, but I lost a little even more weight since my last seen my brother when my dad was here. That one day that I got to see my dad, that he was in town. Like, I ain't got to see my dad in several freaking years. Now my brother got to pretty much spend every damn day with him. He got here on Friday. My brother went over there that Friday evening. Then that Saturday my dad contacts me. I didn't even know he was in town. He had gotten in town the night before, and my brother got to chill with him, right? And when I was oblivious that he was even in town, okay? I'm letting you know how my family despises me, okay? And Saturday, my dad calls me. And he's all like, what you doing? And, I'm like, just working on this next video. And he's like, well, what plans do you have? I kind of like had an inkling then that he was in town. And I'm like, not much, just the usual. And he's like, well, I guess we can come get you and, do some this and this and that. Like, come get you and take you clothes shopping. See, he really wanted to take me clothes shopping for some reason. You know? He didn't want to give me no money or nothing like that, but he just wanted to go buy me some new clothes because I was losing so much weight. But hell, the freaking jeans that he bought me, bruh, is still, like, they're falling off. Like, literally. Okay? Like, more so than when he first got them, because I wouldn't have got that size if they hadn't been falling off like they are now. But bruh, anyway, to make a long story short, he took me clothes shopping and then came to drop me off, bro. Came to drop me off and said that he'll be back to pick me up for dinner. Okay, so I only got to see him just to go shopping for clothes. He dropped me off and then came to pick me up to go to Indian Palace. Now, at least he respected me enough for me to pick the place. I got to pick the place that we went to for dinner. Okay, so we went to Indian Palace and I was able to get a good, decent meal. Okay, and it was delicious. And my dad liked it. My family liked it. My brother was there, and my stepmother, my dad, my stepmother, my brother, and his wife. And of course, they all order either lamb or fish. They had lamb. Some of them had lamb dishes, and some of them had fish dishes. Okay. I don't remember. I think 2 had lamb and 2 had fish. But bruh, like, I didn't say anything about it at that table neither. While they ate their dead flesh and blood, I didn't put them down for it. And it's going to be the same thing with my mother. But this particular time, I actually have to go to their steakhouse, okay? Like, bruh. And then my stepdad is like, well, they do got a full-blown salad bar. Like as if that's all we eat is salad. It's kind of like a mockery and a slap in my face, And he's going to see if my brother can give me a ride. But okay, so here's the exact text. He said, can you come to dinner Monday at Texas de Brazil, Monday at 6 p.m. to celebrate your mother's retirement? I said, okay. And he said, I'll see if Matt is available. Short for Matthias. Because my brother has a name of the last disciple that was chosen to replace Judas. So Matthias replaced Judas, all right? And that's my brother's name. So anyway, I said, I'm sure they don't have anything I can eat as it's a steakhouse, but if someone can give me a ride, I will fellowship with the family for mom's retirement. And he says, they have a salad bar with everything. And I said, okay. But it's like, seriously, it's as if we only eat salad, bro. Like, really? Like, that's seriously like a mockery and like a slap in my face. But it's okay. It's for my mother. And she's not in the understanding of the true commandment of the Father to love thy neighbor the way that you do yourself. Okay? So I have to show forth, I have to demonstrate that love to her. Okay? And this way she will be more receptive to hear the things that the Father places upon my spirit to say to my mother. Now, I don't want to slam the door, on the relationship with my mother by bashing her. I would never be able to get through to her if I did that. And it would not be showing forth the love of the Father if I did that. So I would not be walking in righteousness if I did that. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say on that today. Shalom.